What are you gonna say?
I said I'm sure Steve is very happy to see you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I missed you. How are
Yeah.
you?
So here's my first for you. What kind of underwear is the toughest? Boxers.
Why wouldn't this shirt hanger alone? It has hung up on it.
What did the slowest steer beat in the race?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Why did the football coach got a clock and a half? It was halftime.
Why was the nose such a bad basketball player? Because it looked like it was being picked.
How do you catch a volleyball fish with the volleyball net? Get it?
What's the best way to keep your phone dry? Wring it out.
Bring it out. Why was the hospital so mad at the hanger? They're all hung up on him.
Why did the camera tell the distractor lens? Focus.
How did the basketball team know the player was sick? He threw up.
Why can't you play baseball with a burglar? Because he always steals home.
Why did the boxer get kicked out of the pool for being on the ropes?
Why was the health instructor let go? Because it was in bad fit.
What did the Giants know it happened when they were having big leagues?
What kind of phones do they use in person?
Cell phones. Like this one's using.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Okay, what do you call a ball with a messy room?
A ball pit. Why does the doctors need phones? So they call the shots.
Yeah. Why wouldn't the one phone talk to the other phone? Because it was busy.
Why wasn't the baseball allowed to leave the park? Because it was grounded.
How did the phone feel about the referee's opinion? It was a good call.
What do you get when you blend a basketball star and a poet, someone who plays in the pros?
How do you propose to a ball field? With a diamond.
What did the clothes do when the pins pulled? They stayed in the line.
Which punctuation mark is the fastest? The dash.
How did the music do sports? It scored.
Why was the bulldozer doing at the baseball diamond, leveling out the playing field?
What's a golfer's favorite drink? Tea.
Really?
Oh, that was cute.
What's a bird's favorite part of the football? The tailgate parties.
Why couldn't the batter send to the dugout? They couldn't get the swing of it.
What happened when the baseball got hit?
It balled. How did the soccer players get so far? How did they set lots of goals for themselves?
How did the ball players stick past second base? He kept the very steal.
Why were the golfers all scratched up? The course was coarse.
Why did the golf club get his license? He was an excellent driver.
What is the golfer's least favorite part of their underwear? The wedge.
Did the golfer play an extra round? Of course.
What did the owl say when it answers hell? Ooh, he's calling.
How long is the longest game take? Forever.
How can you tell when the phone is hungry? It eats up the battery.
Where does a shovel sit at a ball game? In the dugout.
What did the baseball say at the end of the game? I am through.
Why did the paint have to buy new shoes? Sometimes it ran.
How do you get baseball cake with baseball batter?
Why? Who does the phone's hair? His stylist.
Okay, why couldn't the boxer see in the dark? Because his lights went off.
How can you tell when the radio was the never to joke? It's serious.
Why didn't the zombie answer the call? It was the dead zone.
How come the phone never had a girlfriend? It was always breaking up.
What did the cell phone and tower have a long distance relationship?
Why didn't the phone recognize a number? It didn't ring a bell.
Why did the Warner phones when they retired? They hang it up.
What did the one softball league? Why did the softball league that day? Someone decided to play hardball. Like I do that. I play hardball.
Why was the mayor truck so mad at her son when she called? He wouldn't pick up.
Why didn't the window answer the phone? It screened its calls.
What does the one thing say to the other? Kayak you a question. Yeah, kayak.
What did the runners do when the track was closed? They took its stride.
What happened when the race car driver hurt himself? He made a speedy recovery.
How do you get an uncooperative race car to track? You drag it.
How did the golfer take the boat? He had a hole in one.
Why did the phone get an A on the test? It was a smartphone.
How did the ballerina get ahead of the rest? She was on her toes.
Why was the baseball in love with the bat? It was a real knockout.
Why did the soccer ball leave the game? It came apart of this at seams.
Where did the mountains like to drive? The driving range.
Where did the golf club go to celebrate? To a golf ball.
Why couldn't the tree answer the question? He was stumped.
What did the good cop have after the Lord Jesus erased the face? A blank look.
What do you call it when a tank can't stop? An unbreakable.
How did Mayor know he needed change? He was stuck in a rut.
Where do frogs like to store all their stuff? In their iPads.
What do you call a truck that wears a 13 shoe? Bigfoot.
How can you tell when your pants from falling apart off the seat? You belt them in.
Why did the semi have to pull over to sleep? It was very tired.
Why can a highway have problems when it gets out of line?
Why did the concrete fall the first time? It didn't try hard enough.
Why did the turn signal do when he couldn't turn right? He left.
How did the intersection feel about the traffic? Very close.
Why was the trailer rolling away? It went off its hitch.
Why did one ear ask the other when they reached the intersection? Where do we go from here?
Why did the construction ass have to be a part? They couldn't work it out.
Where do cars go on vacation? Cruises.
Where does the muffler say after its long trip? I'm exhausted.
What do you get? We can buy a pickup and thunder. A big boom truck.
Why couldn't this construction come get squashed? It was in the zone.
Why did the signal miss to turn? It blinked.
What do you call racing 24/7? Life in the fast lane.
Well, okay. What do you call it when a hatchet hits your car? An accident.
How do you know when a tire is well? It was not slick.
Okay. What did the Baltimore's do when they ran across? They roll with it.
What do race cars do when they get tired? They crash somewhere for the night.
Alright. How did the concrete feel about leaving the class? It was very hard.
Why was the caution sign so smart? It was slow to anger.
What game red was the traffic? Red light, green light, red light.
What do you call an army officer who crashes his car? Captain Crunch.
What did the radio say to the GPS? I'll follow you anywhere.
Like this one does. Follows me everywhere.
Yeah. Because I have attachment issues.
Yep. How can you tell when the gas is happy? It's pumped.
But sometimes slows down the construction building blocks.
What did the race car quit altogether? It was drag.
I did the car improve its driving. It took a crash course.
What do you have when two people lane on the same 2-lane highway?
Why were the plants so nervous when the farmer drove? It always put a pedal to the metal.
How did the mechanic get the cars to wait for him?
You
I
stole
stole
them.
like I stole people at times when I wanted to give them something to happen.
Why was the red car so weak? It has been passing for too long.
Oh, guess what you get Monday?
What?
Your birthday present.
Oh my god, I love you.
Yeah. Why was the race car so weak? It had been faster for too long.
How did the truck survive in the wilderness? They fended for themselves.
Why wouldn't the wrenches let the screwdriver ride along? They were backseat drivers.
Why couldn't the cars go anywhere? Someone borrowed their wheels.
How do you know when a camera is moving really fast? It zooms.
Okay, when did the dirty room get better than the clean one? When you're dusting for fingerprints.
How do you know when a seatbelt gives in? It buckles.
Why couldn't the license drive? No one would permit it.
What was so amazing about the tire? It spoke.
Why did the dumbbell go through the traffic light and it went too late?
What happens when the car hit the foot crosser? They had a little fender blender.
Why did the bridge hit your car? Are you coming over?
Get it? Because you cross the bridge.
Yeah, like you asked me. I said yeah.
Yeah. What did the Spices drive so slow? They had plenty of time.
Okay. How was the Dilmalasi Derby? A smash.
How do the screwdriver get lost? It turned around.
How did Circle go on vacation? Round trip.
What happened to the calculator's new car? It was totaled.
Ooh. How long does it take to lose a race? Only a second.
Yeah. Why are geese rude drivers? They're always honking.
How did they get out of jail? It paid his bail.
What did the booth say to the money? I told you so.
Why was the corn so rich? It had a lot of stock.
How did the number know to get a decimal? Know the decimal for Ida? He couldn't place her for a moon.
How can you find out what a wall is? You scale it.
Yeah. What did Ford Carter say about buying some? Let's go 50-50.
What did the number 0 say about the problem? Nothing.
What did the phone say about the net problem? I think I have the wrong number.
What did it sound like when the number was both separated? Was 2, was not, was 2.
How do you even know to divide up things? Act equally.
What happened when the owl put on the brakes? The car came to a screeching halt.
Why did the race car get rid of its driver? It kept driving up a wall.
Like me, why was the person with the remote? She was the only one.
She drives up a wall when I'm not here.
Why was motorcycle people on the seat? It was too tired.
Get it? Because she drives up a wall when I'm not here.
Yeah.
Why did the golfer throw his club in the front seat? He didn't like the backseat driver.
What kind of car do chickens drive? A coupe.
What do mechanics do when they get tired? They take a break.
What's the cars like to cook under grills?
What kind of car comes with its own makeup? A compact.
Nice. What do farmers like to race? Stall cars.
What does the boy put in his trunk? A spare.
How did the rhino tell the hippo to get out of its way? It used its horn.
What do basketball teams drive to the game? A squad car.
How do most dogs get around? It's in a wagon.
Where do cars keep pools? In carpools.
How to keep them upside and tired? You read it lightly.
Why was the car so happy? It was on a joyride.
Nice. Why did the road have to take anger management because of its rage?
When do roads get to the matters? When you cross the line.
Where do shovels ride a car? And the bucket seats.
What kind of cars do eggs drive? Hatchbacks.
How do cars hang on to money? They clutch it.
How do donkeys get money? They borrow it.
What happened to cars? So didn't get much mileage out of it.
Why didn't the mechanic tell the car about their event? He didn't want to offend them.
Why did the car have to drink slower? It was a guzzler.
What do you mean guzzler?
I guzzle my drink down sometimes.
Same, I do that when I'm thirsty. What do lightning bolts like to drive? Hot rods.
Why did the car stop for a picnic? It was in park.
What did everyone say when the number 5 showed up? High five.
Why did the chicken get hit? Why did the chicken get hit? It was very close.
Yeah. How come the elevator wasn't working? It was because it was forged.
Look at lips drive. They smack right into things.
How do golf carts get when they're going? They putter around.
How is the car after the accident? It was a wreck.
What did the water do? Why did the water go out for cross country? It was running.
What are all the numbers considered if at the times table?
Why was the calendar mixed up so hard to read? The days were all mixed up.
Why was the calendar moving so slowly? It was feeling weak.
What did one hand say to the other when their days were numbered? I'm counting on you.
Why does the number 12 always seem so secret? Because it's a dozen.
Why couldn't the car door figure out how to open? It couldn't handle on it.
Why did the numbers switch a problem? They were always getting up to something.
Why would the number friends look automatic? They were too negative.
Why did the numbers do everything for the table? They ate it up.
Why was the man's watch on backward? It was about to face it.
Why were math problems in such good shape? Stated their exercises.
What do baby math problems shrink? Formulas.
Why did the scientists get rid of this clock? It was a matter of time.
What did the father number say cause what? Not some.
What did the money say about its change? It was worth it.
How did the fisherman know where there was a mistake on the bill? They caught it.
How to get a penny in the mail? You get 1 cent.
Where did the money stop by the bank? It was paying them a visit.
How do pillars talk to their families? They call them.
Where do birds retire? They're a nest of eggs.
What does something only two equations have? A problem child.
Why was the cow mad at the dart? For hitting bullseyes.
What do you call it when two numbers have a baby? A new addition. Aww.
Why was the number so proud? Because everyone counted on it.
What was about such a problem? Nothing added up.
Why was the math such a problem? Oh wait. Why couldn't the calendar store to lunch? Because everybody wanted some.
What did the math problem finish dessert? The pie chart.
What is something only two equal can have? A problem child.
Why can't you tell when the ruler is kidding? He keeps a straight face.
Why didn't the mathematician need a ladder? They were always they saw things were adding up.
How did the dentist feel about changing place with the dancers? They were pretty flexible.
What do cowboys do with particular partial numbers? They round up.
What do rabbits like to add? Whole numbers.
Why was the compass so frustrated? It couldn't get the angle right.
What do confused problems ask? What's the difference?
What do big numbers wear? Plus sizes.
Like me.
Yeah. What kind of money do fish use?
Sand dollars. How do the students feel about the abacus? They counted on him.
What do bunnies do? Why do bunnies do what's on that? Because they're very good at multiplying.
How all numbers the same, more or less.
Where does the introvert like to play? In a yard.
Why did the witch like Dorothy? She was good at 2 shoes.
Why is the clock so blue? It always has too much on its hands.
How did I remember mission like paper? Totally.
Why did the watch do at the end of the day? It clocked out.
Why didn't it fall in the lottery? It got the wrong number.
How do numbers get in line? They count off.
So how did the sock and sugar have a comment? They both are off foot long.
What do you get when you mix a cockatoo tree and a tornado? Someone who knows when it's time to pull off their roots and leave.
Why did the numbers step out of line? Because they were out of order.
Why didn't the house look like a number? It was odd.
What number will never lose the race? Number 1.
What kind of art do math teachers like more? Paint by numbers.
What do instrument can the sheep and a number 2 make? A tuba. A tuba.
What's the worst day to work out? A weekday.
Why is the year so spicy? It had 4 seasons.
What do you get when you cross a frog and with a calendar? Leap year.
What do you do when you're an older? You wait a minute.
What did the thumb give? What did the thumb give the finger for time so a thumbs up?
What do you call a day 25 hours? The next day.
Where does the river keep all its money? In a bank.
Why did the clock spray itself with bug spray? It had a tick.
What time will do wristwatches like to have dinner? 8 o'clock.
Why was the hours, hand, and timeout? It's dropped 12.
When can 12 turn into 1? When it's a foot.
Why did 2 and 4 get a kick on number 3 to get even?
How many people are coming to the ice cream bar? Figure 8.
Which one of fun? Plus the famous, the bold one.
What part of a clock will never come first? The second hand.
How did the cowboy get so wet? His 10-gallon hat had a leak.
Why couldn't 2-hand aliens be trusted? They were two-faced.
Why did the rocket struggle in that? It kept counting backwards.
What did the Dutch clock do? Drank from an hourglass.
What did the weatherman wear with broken tongue with the face? Forecasts.
Why couldn't the measuring tape move? It was asleep.
What do you get when you have 2 apples? A pear.
Yeah. Like me and Thomas are here.
And me and this one.
Yeah.
Go up.
Why couldn't the measuring tape move? Its foot was asleep.
What kind of dance did the numbers have to do? The 2-step.
What's the freshest favorite part of football? The last half.
What did the players say when the bird came up to listen? Polygon.
What do numbers used to count? They're digits.
How did the super number make itself bigger? It can use its powers.
What shape do big rigs like to draw? Semicircles.
How did the number 0 say Bulgarian in this place? Not a chance.
Yeah. That's usually this one. She never wants to give up her spot.
Yeah.
How do numbers feel about being separated? They're a little divided over it. Yeah, that's totally this one, guys. When it comes to being separated, she never likes that.
What did the numbers say as they get ready to leave together? We are all set.
Yeah. Why were pennies laughing? Because they had sense of humor.
Yeah, humor.
Yeah. What did the guitar use to count? Bass numbers. What numbers are the best to play with? Ball with round one. What angles are never wrong? Right angles.
What did the measuring device make the best near? A ruler.
What numbers are the deepest? Root numbers.
Why was the calculator so quiet? It had nothing to add.
What numbers are not most impetus? Negative numbers.
How did the worm get around on a rhombus?
How do cameras practice their numbers? With flashcards.
What do you call making cake after cake after cake after cake? Duplicating it.
What happens when 28 and 20 had a rate? 21.
Why were 3 and 4 shutting the door? They didn't want to.
What did the number one think it was suspect? It was the only one in a million. Like I have more than a million guys. Yeah.
Okay, what did the 12 cookies say when the 13 one hopped in? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Why are thermostats so smart? They have lots of degrees.
Please. Did the grandmother use her wand in time? Yes, she was very, very fast.
Why did Pinocchio ask so many questions? He's very nosy.
Like so.
What do you call a poem when you can say over and over again? A reverse.
What do you get when you come on a rock with the newspaper? Hard times.
Yeah. What did Humpty Dumpty do at the rope? He went to pieces.
What happened after Jack broke his crown? That's all went downhill from that.
Why did Thomas bench over at the table for jugging down his drink? Like I do that time
Me too.
when I'm really thirsty.
Me too. What do all the siblings have to think? That's good. She's capable.
What did the three little pigs say when there was no one at the door?
Werewolf. How long did it take to get rid of the dragon? 3 nights.
You mean 2 nights?
Oh, actually 2 nights. I don't know.
Why couldn't Cinderella play baseball? She was running away from the ball.
How to clock the bedtime stories once upon a time.
When did the king ask for a royal joker? Just in time.
What storybook character could be an author of Little Red Riding Hood?
What did one story say to the author? You're telling me?
What do you have when you have 2 ducks and a goose? A game.
Yeah. What did little Miss Peach say to her boo?
What did Miss Muffet say when the spider came to her push? No way!
Yeah. What did the mirror say to the queen when Snow White won? You need to face it. Okay, guys, I'm here. I'm a girl.
Hey guys.